Hello. Um, where's my phone? I just finished Legends of Tomorrow season 6. I don't know why because I don't know, I read somewhere that Legends of Tomorrow has become a very bad show, but no, it's probably one of the strongest Arrowverse shows because like with the Flash you expect things, with Arrow you expect things, even with Supergirl you expect things. But Legends, if anything happens, it's fine because, like, sure, like there's a big bad guy, at the end, but usually every episode is its own story, and I kind of wish the other shows were like that, but it's lately become just to develop the plot, but not have any side shit, which is a bit annoying. But we don't see any more McRory, and I don't know if we ever see Constantine ever again. I don't know, they may show up in Flash season 9 in like one scene where like Sarah helps Barry, then they run into Mick, and John is just in the background somewhere. It was like at the end of the day, it's the culmination of the entire Arrowverse, so they're gonna have to have shit from all across all the shows. You're gonna have stuff from Batwoman, you're gonna have to have stuff from Arrow, you're gonna have to have stuff from fucking Supergirl, from Black Lightning, from Flash, of course, and even stuff from Stargirl and Superman and Lois, which are intertwined in it because Jay Garrick, the one we see in the Flash, is the one that shows up in Stargirl, apparently. Um, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Sad we don't see Mickey ever again, because he was there from the get go. He was there before Legends was conceived. He was a minor bad guy in the Flash, like a minor bad guy. Like you were focusing more on Captain Cold. Um, then they got put a part of the Legends, both of them. Wentworth Miller opted out of the show in a good way, but he still came back here and there as Leo Snart. Unfortunately, Leo Snart can't come back because Earth X is, I'm assuming, is gone. But I've got one more season left of Legends. One more. Matt Ryan's back, but not as Constantine. He plays a doctor called Quinn Davies. I don't know if their team runs into him and be like, oh my god, he looks exactly like John Constantine. Or John. Or maybe John became this doctor? I don't fucking know. Like, that's one thing happened with Rip Hunter in season 2 or 3, is where he time jumped everyone, but he himself, he rerouted his own brain. Anyways, last night we watched a movie that I know I've said before, but I didn't know it existed. Jumanji: The Next Level. It's actually a pretty cool follow up to the other movie. You know, sure, it is set a couple years after, because they're not in high school anymore. I'm assuming they're all in college. The main character Spencer lives in New York. Bethany is exploring, like, traveling. I don't know what Martha is doing, and apparently, Fridge is still being a sporty man. But this movie, basically the basis of them going back into Jumanji, because you're like, why the fuck would they go back into it? Because Spencer was like, he doesn't feel like any good, so he's like Bravestone. So he tries to goes back, he tries to go back, go in it, and since it's broken, gets teleported in. Brand new game and a brand new character that we haven't seen that we'd find out later on is played by Awkwafina. But then when the crew goes after him in the game, only Fridge and Martha go in, and Bethany's like, "What the fuck?" But also, Spencer's grandpa is played by Danny DeVito, and the grandfather's old friend, ex-friend, Milo, go in it. Then Milo becomes Kevin Hart's character, which was originally Fridge, but it's now Milo. Eddie, which is the grandfather, he becomes Bravestone, Dwayne Johnson's character, which is pretty cool to see, like, that, because you don't see the actors for some, like, you'd think you'd just watch the actors and be like, yes, that's Dwayne Johnson. No, you actually imagine the character that they're playing, which is good on them. Karen Gillan, same person. Martha plays the Ruby. But then Fridge plays Jack Black's character. But then since Bethany doesn't get sucked in, she's like, guys. So she was like, what the fuck? And I assumed this was going to happen because Nick Jonas was in the trailer. She goes to Alex for help, which is the dude who got trapped in Jumanji for 20 years. That's like going to Robin Williams' character in the second movie to like, hey, you're in this, can you help? But the difference between Robin Williams' character and Nick Jonas' character is that Alan lived through the entire 28 years, knew everything, remembered everything, but Nick Jonas just felt like it was a couple months. But they go back in. He plays himself again, which is good. So both Martha and Alex play their own avatars, the main ones, well, the ones they chose last time. But then Bethany is a horse. So they seek out to find Spencer. Then they have to defeat the game. They find Spencer, which is Awkwafina's character, and apparently they have to find this fruit, and so both Martha and Fridge go to it, so Jack Black and Karen Gillan go for it, and there's this water that you'd think will kill you. So they get the fruit, then Martha falls in the water. You think she'll die and respawn. No. She survives, but then Jack Black puts his leg in the water, then they swap bodies. So you'll see Fridge in Karen Gillan's body as Ruby. Then you see Martha as Jack Black. then they swap back, but that's a plot point for the next part of the movie, because they find in the Alps they find the same water. So Spencer becomes Bravestone again. Ruby remains Ruby. Alex remains Nick Jonas' character. Bethany becomes Jack Black again. Fridge becomes Kevin Hart again. But Danny DeVito becomes Awkwafina, which is pretty cool. And Danny Glover becomes the horse. Which is sad because we don't see Danny Glover ever again in the movie, because he chooses to remain in the game because he's dying. Like, whether it be cancer or whatever, I don't know. He chooses to stay in the game. And technically, yeah, that'd be. I imagine that'd be cool though. becoming like an animal within a game. Like they don't really talk about that. Like, what will Bethany feel like being in a playing as a horse? You know, crazy. But yeah, it's pretty. It was a pretty cool follow up, and then at the very end of the movie, we see them go back into the restaurant from the beginning of the movie, and apparently it's apparently Eddie, which is Spencer's grandfather, and Milo used to own that restaurant. It's now Nora's. Nora is a reference apparently, because the owner of that store, Nora, blah blah blah, is the auntie from the original Jumanji movie. Like, and it's the same actor as well, which is pretty cool. Which kind of has the possibility, if they make another Jumanji movie, which is teased at the end of the movie, to have Judy and Peter to come back in it to help the kids, because at the end of the movie, Spencer's mom and the heater fixer guy find the Jumanji and was like, oh fuck, they gonna get sucked in. But no, apparently it comes to life. Maybe it turns back into a board game. Who knows? It comes back to life. Because the ostriches go outside of the thing, and like, you'd think is, for a split second, I thought it was like, oh, it's just a thing to like farewell the movie, but no, the characters are in the window looking at them like, holy shit, they'd followed us. So if there was a potential another Jumanji movie, because that's how they can probably make the next Jumanji movie. You can probably have like easily, you can bring back the stars of it, so like Dwayne Johnson for like a scene or two, but you can have the entire movie actually be about the humans as opposed to the avatars, as opposed to what it was in these past two movies. And it was pretty cool. And apparently it's been confirmed by the director and the writers, is that the main bad guy in this movie apparently is another player. Like, isn't another player who that hasn't been confirmed who it is. So that's like, who is it? Who was this player apparently? Because apparently this player returned or something. And that's like, that makes you think like, has this person been trapped for a long time, or is there a different way to get into Jumanji? Like, if there's more than one Jumanji thing, that's like, it's kind of defeats the purpose, but like, it would be pretty cool. But I gotta say, this I don't know if you hear this. This reminds me heavily of Fast and Furious 7. Like, especially Dwayne Johnson being at the left. I still fucking love this movie. Fast 7 is so good. But yeah, I'm gonna go, like with the other one, this is an easy 6.5 to 7 out of 10 movie for me. It's very good. Like, probably, like, the actors for Fridge, Bethany, and Martha are fucking amazing. Like I like the route they did with the Martha's actor. Probably not actually a prominent actor, because her IMDb is basically empty, and two movies she's in is these two Jumanji movies. She like when you think of a cute nerdy girl, that's the quintessential look, and she could have potentially played Mary Jane in the MCU. It would have worked. But yeah, and don't really like Alex Wolff's portrayal of Spencer. Like, when I realize it's this new heartthrob actor in this movie, I'm like, okay. I didn't know that going into it, but looking back, I was like, oh, you can easily tell that this ain't a nerdy person in real life. The Martha's actor probably is. Bethany, who knows? And Fridge's actor is 30 years old. Bro. He was 30 playing a fucking 17-year-old. It's crazy. But yeah, very good movie. I'm assuming if there's another one, maybe there will be another one. It's apparently the writers and directors and the studio has even said yes, there is another Jumanji movie on the way. COVID halted our thing, and also apparently this movie began filming in like February of 2019. Filming was done early May or late April, and apparently it was released in December. So less than like 9 months, a year, I should say. Usually filming is done as a year before movie is released, or the entire movie is done a year before. Look at Endgame. Endgame was I think I read that it was actually finished early 2018. But that's crazy. That massive turnaround. Like, you'd think they would maybe start in 2018. No, they didn't. So I'm like, I know that Jack Black says he doesn't want to do another Jumanji. I'm guessing it depends on the paycheck, but he looked like he had a blast making the movie though. He's the one that came up with the title The Next Level, because in the bonus features, special features behind the scenes, that it automatically played through them like back to back instead of like playing the gag reel and stopping them each choosing one, because there's no gag reel. It's a bit weird. I don't like how it just goes through all three of them. They're all really short, which is fine. I watched them all anyway. I got like 4 hours of sleep because I watched them all. Yeah, apparently he was just going through just potential titles. It's like Jumanji, Beyond the Jungle. Then it's like 3 hours just giving out the different titles, and at the end it's like, oh, this one. Another potential name is Jumanji Next Level. And that's what it is. It's called Jumanji The Next Level. And the fan name for the next one is Jumanji The Final Level. But because it would make sense, because Welcome to the Jungle, even though itself is a sequel to the OG one, it's also the first of a new trilogy. You know, so you can have this trilogy, but it actually is a quadrilogy, but it's still only 3 movies. And that's probably how you can make like more than 3 movies and still make it make sense, because even when they were doing the behind the scenes in this, they called this, when we're shooting the original Jumanji, meaning that like some people call this Jumanji 2, or the second Jumanji, or the second new Jumanji. I don't fucking know. But I kind of want, I don't know how this is going to happen, but I kind of want them to, I don't know if it'll be whether it be the next one or in between the next one. I want them to do a Jumanji and Zathura like combination thing, where like something happens, like shit happens in space or something. Having Bravestone in space, because apparently in the lore, in the book, it's that On one side is Jumanji, on the other side is the Zathura. So I could imagine like one day, in Spencer's room, it turns from Jumanji into Zathura, and he's like, "What is this one?" And he calls up the gang and be like, "Remember Jumanji? Um, it has a new cartridge, but it's not Jumanji. Do you want to do another adventure?" And that would be weird to see, but I would legit, like, call the movie Jumanji, but call it Jumanji Zathura or something. Jumanji Zathura. It's not an easy word to say. Zathura. Jumanji. Also, yeah, this is considered Jumanji 4. If you consider Zathura Jumanji 2. Jack Black calls this Jumanji 4. He called Welcome to the Jungle Jumanji 3. Jumanji. I'm sorry. It's just in my head. You're so and he haunts you. You turn to stone. Can't look away. Cthulhu wake. Dreaming no more. Death by creation. Cthulhu wake. I'm gonna play for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't know. Oh, you guess what? They announced, Trivium announced a Knotfest sideshow. And guess what? Just like with Ginger, it's the day before, the night before. And the fucked up thing is that I have uni both days. I'm taking off the Friday for Knotfest, but I still have to go to the one on Thursday, so I'm gonna have to go to uni, either train home and go back, or just stay in the city, or train to my brother's, stay there for a bit, then go, because I don't know when doors open. It's a small show. So, like, maybe I could go, but I don't know. Because we're going to be seeing them the day after anyway, and of course I want to see them the day before, because it'll be a longer set. It's guaranteed to be a longer set, but they're with a Monomoth and with Malevolence, which I think my cousin really likes, so maybe he will be like, fuck it, let's go. Even though he doesn't really like Trivium. Let's see. What's the next one? Stranger Danger! Collected 100. Okay. Okay, gamers. Let's game. You belong to the Merry Marvel Marching Society. March along in a thong. I like the design of that Joker. That long hair isn't good. Use a flying character I don't really use. Can you fly? My mega fly, right? Oh, what the fuck? Wow, you spot him. Bro, it's the trick that I learnt. That's the trick. That is the trick. Yeah, because the trick was actually landed my first girlfriend over there. The trick is to honestly the trick is you have two identical cards. For me, I think it was the two of clubs, the four of clubs, maybe the exact same card. Apparently, I had two of the same in the same deck, so I found it. I wrote my signature down because you have to write your own one, which you rip up. They write their one, and they write your one. Yeah, right. They write their one. They keep it. But fuck, I'm trying to remember how to. I did this like 7 years ago now. Not even 7. It would have been 2015. It would have been a long fucking time ago. Yeah, like you that's what. Because you get two duplicate cards, write your signature on it beforehand, then you do your card like this. So, and that sleight of hand thing is like that like the sleight of hand trick is that you tear up your card. You tear up your card, right? And while they're writing yours, you have your own the other card and you fold it up in your. Wait, what? I think it's you fold it up, you put it in your mouth. Then I think the way I did it was that I had my own card and I was like, for example, I'm gonna get you to get a card and write a signature on it. So, for example, I pull out my card and write a signature on it, but that one I vividly remember doing Lewis, but having an 8 on it because I actually wrote an 8 before. So what I then did was that when I ripped that in half, I already had the other one folded. No, 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 no. The trick is, fuck, I now remember, is that you have a card, you tear it in half, but you slip that other card. So you force that card to be the one they think is theirs in the deck again, so they pull it back out. Then whilst you're shuffling, blah blah blah, on do your thing, you put that card in your mouth, the one they signed, and you pull it out. But I think the one I don't. Because I remember learning that trick. Because like the way you have to do it is to get someone to kiss you. That was initially what I was going to do for a specific person, but then it changed to a different person. Um, and I don't know. I think maybe that spawned the trajectory that what happened with us. Damn, why do you track your guitar so fucking loud? Why do people want a better swinging? Like the swinging in both the Spider-Man games were fucking amazing. What? No way! PewDiePie is fucking having a kid. Damn, that kid is not going to know how much of an impact his dad had. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh, I didn't expect to be emotional right now, but I just found out PewDiePie is having a fucking kid. I don't know why I started crying. What the fuck? And that's just so cool. The father of a generation is becoming a dad. Think about that for a second. That's crazy, you know? Like, I kind of knew he was going to have a kid before Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. Didn't think it would be like right now. Damn, you play that live? Ugh, fuck me. That's ah, fuck me. Damn, I didn't expect to get so emotional. What the hell? What the I was just digging around on YouTube finding a video to listen to while I was playing this game. Oh my god, that. Oh, fuck. Father of a generation is finally becoming a dad. Damn.
Welcome to the incredible strange tales of Deadpool. It's movie night over at Reed's house when, Doctor Strange? In some kind of strange trouble? How strange! To the jet! Oh no! Trapped by the nefarious Dormouse guy!
You shall regret coming here.
Hey, well, Mr. Big Shot. Looks like you've collected enough Lego studs to earn true believer status. I don't know who keeps leaving them everywhere. All I know is that I want them.
You would be wise not to follow me. I said go away!
You should be able to move certain objects with your powers.
I will allow you pathetic insects to leave now. Do not follow me. My plans are of no concern to you. Leave. This is no game of hide and seek, heroes. Leave me be.
I don't know what this is whatsoever.
Oh, am I glad to see you. Dormammu is anchoring me here with 3 objects somewhere in that room. If you can destroy them, I can break out of here. I can reveal them to you, but you will have to do the rest. Get ready. Once I reveal them, Dormammu will know something's up, and he'll try and stop you. My magic is ineffective in this realm. You must free me. A powerful spell is holding me in this realm. I'd appreciate it if you find a way to break it and release me. Perhaps it is time for some magic of our own.
I told you to stay away. Now you will feel the power of Dormammu. magic will never be defeated. You dare face me!
He is powerful, but that hasn't stopped me from defeating him before.
You cannot defeat the Lord of the Dark Dimension!
Be careful. Dormammu is still around here somewhere.
You are just making me angrier!
Be careful. Dormammu is still around here somewhere.
You insignificant creatures cannot match my magic!
We can defeat him with the help of my magic.
Alakazam! Your card was the 4 of diamonds. 5 of spades? No matter. Hooray! You now have the power of ultimate suckage. Ah, you suck. Is that guy even a real doctor? He's definitely a strange one.
Yeah, so it is. It's my all-time favorite video game. Maybe it's nostalgia factor, but Dormammu I have come to love. What, Dormammu can't fly? Really? That's Doctor Strange can. Anyways, let's do you again. Let's use Time Patient or not.
Welcome to the incredible strange tales of Deadpool. It's movie night over at Reed's house when, Doctor Strange? In some kind of strange trouble? How strange! To the jet! Oh no! Trapped by the nefarious Dormammu! Dormouse guy!
You shall regret coming here.
Hey, well, Mr. Big Shot. Looks like you've collected enough Lego studs to earn true believer status. I don't know who keeps leaving them everywhere. All I know is
You would be wise not to follow me.
Oh, you got that, loser? I'm the only merc with a mouth you should be unlocking. Unless you've just gotta have them all. 100%, here we come. Woo!
I said go away! I will allow you pathetic insects to leave now. Do not follow me.
My spider sense again. What is it?
Hey, him again? He's in this game more than I am. I mean, really, is he gonna be in every level? This is
You dare face me! My plans are of no concern to you. Leave. This is no game of hide and seek, heroes. Leave me be.
Congratulations, dear gamer! You found the best prize there is in all of interactive entertainment! A Deadpool Red Brick! Come visit yours truly on the Helicarrier to unlock super secret extras!
I now have all of them in feature menu.
Hey, no!
remember when I originally thought this half the roster was going to be all the Iron Man mounts, because I didn't realize you can do one icon for multiple characters.
My fearless partner and I were pursuing some crooks through the alleyways, but we got separated and he hasn't come back. Could you find him for me? He's short, dark, and answers to Mr. Tiddles.
Who keeps leaving these trails of money around?
Cheers.
Watch it, buddy.
it a bird?
I need a cup of coffee. Hey, I'm walking here.
Boom!
Oh, watch it, buddy.
Huh. He doesn't look as tall in real life.
It's pretty small, isn't it?
Don't you ever wonder if there's more to life than collecting gold bricks all day? Who'd win in a fight between Kingpin and Squirrel Girl?
Look, Timmy, it's that hero you like.
Those superheroes really showed that big purple guy what for.
Why are you going back there?
Anything exciting?
Mr. Tiddles, there you are, my brave comrade. You have my thanks, friend.
Well, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna complete this so.
Watch it, buddy.
check out that circus that's in town.
I've been playing video games solid for the last 2 days. Who's this Galactus fellow I keep hearing about?
Good morning. It's 11:46 p.m. Damn, son. I just want to get Archangel. How do I get it? Oh, I get it now. It was probably one of my favorite winged flying characters in the entire game. To be fair, there's only 2. 3 if you can include DLC. Have you checked your social medias? Because there's some fucking epic news. Like, that is very fucking sick. Like, honestly, probably one of the best things I've seen. Like, they had my reaction on screen, like, immediately. Turns out PewDiePie is having a kid, and I'm fucking so happy. Crazy. It's fucking crazy. I was watching that mini video he released, and my god, I just teared up. I barely cry at fucking anything YouTube related. It's like, I just
This
said
might
that
require some extra muscle power.
the father of a generation's finally becoming a dad, and it's just perfect. Yeah. It's fucking crazy, bro. Let me do Rhino. I'm gonna use Rhino anymore. It's absolute, like, we don't know gender or anything, but all we know is that Marcy's a couple months now. If they found out in November. Probably that's probably why they've been. That makes so much sense, because I was wondering why PewDiePie wasn't uploading as much as before, because he usually did like one vlog every other week or so, and Marzia edits the vlogs. So it makes sense. It makes sense. Hey, it's fucking Captain America from that one issue. For me, Pewds is third, number 2 is Mark, number 1, my dude, Jacksepticeye. I'm inclined to agree, but I don't watch every single thing.
Oh yeah.
All the, thing is, I watch specific games when it comes to Mark, but I watch all of his in real IRL type videos. But when it comes to Jacksepticeye, it's kind of the opposite. Like, he rarely posts IRL stuff, and when I do, Dad watch it. But specific series, like I don't watch games that I want to play, like Dead Space. I want to play that eventually. Resi 8. I'm playing it for YouTube, fucking sometime. Blah blah blah. But with PewDiePie, I think lately, the past couple of years now, I've watched every single video he's uploaded. Every single one. And I never usually did that. Like, I've always been subscribed to him and watch a video here and there, but he's probably my most watched YouTuber, to be honest. But they're still the top 3 YouTubers for me anyway. Like, Drew Gooden's up there, he's fucking hilarious. Some other content creators are up there, but there's something special about the big 3. I even fucking all their Reddits have gone to fucking shambles. The Reddit's is just full of like memes or videos that viewers would think that Jack would like, which his Reddit isn't the place for that. The Reddit is for the memes, the fan art that are about Jack, have Jack in it, have Sean, etc. Like, his subreddit is fucking gone to absolute shambles. My experiences on there, they are not nice people. Especially like hard asses, like. Oh yeah. I think I read this comment about saying something about Mark and him and something blah blah blah, and they got downvoted tremendously. I think it was downvoted 50. I thought it was something bad, but no, it was one of the most normalist comments ever. It comes up on my Reddit feed here and there on my phone. I don't actively go on the subreddit itself. Okay, Wi-Fi? It works for me. Oh yeah. Fucking internet. My internet sucks. You feel I'm streaming, but come on, you cunt. Don't YouTube and drive, kids. Because yeah, I just don't like the posts that are about that people would think that Jack would like. It gets very, very annoying very quickly. But I know his fan base are now very, very young people. Like, oh fuck! Hi man, how you doing? Like compared to PewDiePie and Markiplier, I think Jacksepticeye has the youngest fan base out of all, which is weird. Because I'm now 20 and Jacksepticeye is like one of my most watched YouTubers since 2017. It's weird. Absolutely weird. I've been watching Jacksepticeye, guys. Fuck. I did not think you were 23 or 24. My brother graduated that year. What the fuck? I graduated 2020. Damn, the way you're talking, I did not think you were that old. 25. Fuck. Damn. Damn. Whoa. This goes to show you can't really think of anything on the internet. Wow. Yeah. Every viewer that comes back here and there, the specific like thought process of who this person feels like as a human being. But I guess I'm wrong.
Mutant!
Crazy. You're a 97. Wait, you graduated in 2016, but you were a 97 kid? Huh. My brother's 99 and he graduated 2016. Huh.
The cooperation in your termination would be very much appreciated.
Well, to be fair, my brother did start a year, I think. I don't know.
Mutant, the cooperation in your termination would be very much appreciated.
Got held back a grade for no reason. As in held back as in like you did a year level again, or you started a year level? Because I started school when I was 4 years old and graduated when I was 18 years old. Was it 4? Or was it 5? Yes, I was at school for 14 years, that's right. Because I did prep into year 1, into year 2, into year 3, but halfway through year 3 went to my new school, started halfway through year 2. So I did 1.5 years of both year 3 and year 2. So yeah. I didn't get held back per se, I was in the 2001 kids group as opposed to the 2002 kids group, which is what I am. So I started a year earlier. Technically, I could have graduated 2019. And that would be weird, graduating when I'm 17. I had to redo the first grade for no reason. Oh yeah. Damn. Colossus. Let me do, I think I will get a trophy by doing this. Something. Oh yeah. Yeah. America in general is fucking ridiculous, bro. Think about it. You start school halfway through the year. You think that's normal, but think about it. It's not normal. It doesn't sound good. Like a normal. My thought process was like, the beginning of the year is January, the ending of the year is December. Start school at the beginning of the year. End school at the ending of the year. It's... like, when I found out you guys started school halfway through the year, my mind was absolutely broken for a good couple of days. Like, then you have, like, summer break, but, like, it's not around Christmas. You only have, like, a week for Thanksgiving, then another 2 weeks for Christmas. But then you have like 2 to 3 months off. It's crazy. We only have January. We have the entirety of January off and majority of December off. Absolutely crazy, bro. starting, that doesn't sound right, you know? It just does not sound right. I could never understand, like, starting... Like, maybe someone's reasoning is that you'll have, your holidays in summer. But, like, you can have your holidays in any weather. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, let me... Ah, you fixed yourself. Cool. Yeah, I can't fathom that. Honestly, I can't. Like, cause September, I'm studying for my final year exams. That's crazy. 2 weeks off, only for Christmas. 2 weeks. That's absolutely bullshit. That does not sound like it. That even should be a thing.
Look like our friends in the Brotherhood decided to pay the X-Mansion another visit, huh? Let's throw those guys a welcoming party.
American schools.
And a few punches while we at it, no?
I experienced that. I experienced it properly for like it was meant to be 3 days, but it turned into 1. Which made it. I can legit turn into her. Like, and something that I never thought of, because you wouldn't even think about it.
Leave it a while until the next reunion.
Because from what I've seen in Australia and in UK and some majority of other countries, you have a certain lunch time. Usually it's 1:30, maybe 12:30, and sometimes you have snack or recess at 11 a.m. I found out the hard way that fucking Americans don't have recess and don't have lunch, but they have a lunch period. So some people could have a lunch period in the 3rd period of the day, then other people have it the 5th period of the day. I'm like, how the fuck are people meant to make friends if their break periods aren't with everyone? I can't fathom that. That's so weird. I don't know if it's just that school that I experienced it in, but that broke my brain. Because the beauty of both recess and lunch in in Australia at least is that everyone is on break, including teachers, you know. Sure, you have like lunch activities with certain like guitar
My
lessons,
dog buried his
blah, blah,
squeaky toy somewhere in the woods, but he's refusing to go dig it up, and he won't come from here without it. Would you mind helping me search? You look like you've got a sense for this sort of thing.
That's fucking... That's actually crazy. I can't fathom that there's... Because when I heard the term lunch period before on watching TV, I was like, that doesn't sound like... doesn't sound right. Because the term lunch period sounds like a period of classes, but for lunch. Yeah, the American school system is fucking weird, and like, and apparently you can choose like a certain type of like, not necessarily English, but because in our school we get English language, English literature, or English normal, but within it you can have chose a specific genre of writing. You can choose, like, pardon? You don't just study literature? You can study one specific time. And trigonometry is one class and calculus is another class. We just have it all together in one class. What am I doing? Special class, so we can do whatever we want. Yeah, we have that as well. That's called a study period. Technically you can have it in year 11 as well, but year 12. I completely forgot what I was doing. Yeah, it's like, cause I've always wanted to to experience that school type thing in America, like having having one massive building for everything. In retrospect, that sounds very, very, very boring, but like, it's crazy. And having your hallways being so wide. Maybe that's just shit on TV, but it's very. Even the one that I experienced through is it's exactly what the TV shows depicted. It's actually fucking crazy to me. It's also very, very fascinating. I do want to go back to America. I don't know whether it is to do touristy shit or to experience the school system again. Because I only did a day, you know, and within it, we did, they had a class called broadcasting, which is their equivalent to our media. However, it's not a class at all. It's a, they make the news program for the school for a weekly thing. That's their class. They're not doing any assignments, they're just doing a job. And I'm like, how do you get graded on this shit? You know, what are your tests on that? Because in media we study films, we study TV shows and shit. It's crazy. I was always fascinated in that because I always thought it was like a co-curricular thing, like how at our school we could do like a district sport thing. But it's not a co-curricular thing, it's a class? That's mind-boggling, and I was a part of it. 2 of the classes actually. And one of them had a shooter drill, a gun drill, which is something that came out of the blue. Because that's something we don't have here. A shooter drill? What? We have a fire drill, and we have a random person on campus drill thing, like if they have a weapon that isn't a gun. But a shooter drill? That was terrifying. Because we had a substitute teacher, apparently, in that class, and they had no idea what was going on, so it made everyone else fucking scared. Some people were laughing, then other people were terrified. And because I didn't know what the fuck to think. I had no idea what to think. Because am I going to fucking die? This was Chicago, so it could have fucking happened. For us, it's many different things, because think about this, if you know you're going at a certain field outside of high school, you don't need all the different sciences. Yeah, true, but that's science. Calculus isn't a science. trigonometry isn't a science, it's a math. So I don't understand why it's separate. Like, I understand because you can do chemistry on its own, physics on its own, do a phys chem, which is brings you into either. Because I did phys chem. I like doing pre-calculus. What is that? Just doing Pythagoras for an entire fucking year?
Thank you. Maybe now this stubborn mutt will let me go home. I'll not see my
so
kids in 3
fascinated
days.
in American schools. I honestly want to. I don't necessarily know if I want to do the work. I just want to be a part of that atmosphere and be a part of the work. Yeah, no, and that's the fucked up thing. That's the fucked up thing. This, like, cause the school that we did the exchange trip to, you can look this up. It's called Walter Payton Prep, which when you look it up, it's like it's a private school where people have to do a test to get into. We don't need to do that. You know, there's a school near us called Nossel that has shit like that. But when going in it, I was like, oh, this is going to be very, like, posh and private-y because they did a test to get in there. No, it's exactly how American high school I thought to be, but there was a metal detector at the beginning. And I was like, metal detectors are, like, one of the worst things I have to endure in airports because it's the most terrifying thing. Having to do that every day of school. For the first day, because since we were guests, we didn't need to do it, but every other day we had to. But that's not fun. Like, because like in the back of your mind, you think shit is going to happen. Like it was in a good area of the city where the school is. Fucking hell, like we can walk from the school to the bean, you know, within like 30 minutes. Which is like crazy to me.
I know I shouldn't say this, but my latest batch of ex-students is
because every time we have a
exasperating. They have potential but lack confidence.
We
Take
always
this one here
know it's fake.
For example.
Always.
Care to excite them as you demonstrate how it's done?
I can agree to a certain extent. Math was a complete lie. They said you're gonna need to this dash blah 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 blah. But that's the thing. We don't do this math consciously. You know, we subconsciously do the math we got taught, whether it be middle school. I don't know if it's like higher math, depends on what field you go into, but legitimately, I didn't realize until like last year or a couple years ago that everything I do some math in my head to make it a thing. Whether I'm working in the hospitality thing I'm in, or whether it's my musician thing, there's math behind it. And it's when you realize that, your outlook on it becomes different, you know? Like when I'm string skipping when I'm playing guitar, I don't necessarily just do it. I think, skip one string, skip two string, go back and forth in perpendicular motion. I learned about perpendicular motion in fucking math. It's crazy. The only math I have needed in my adult life is addition and money math. I've yet to do tax math. Because I don't make enough money to pay tax yet. Because I only do less than 10 hours a week.
Excellent. I expect this student to be top of the class in no time.
Even today, I was doing mental math in my, like, getting the patties up. Because every time you always have to do 15 to 20,
bouncing.
and I do that with my fingers.
And bounce on these lily pads.
Because I put two in between two fingers, two between the other, and like it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh shit.
That was totally awesome! You got some serious bouncing skills.
And but then every other thing about school, yeah, I don't need to think about fucking mitochondria on a day-to-day basis. I don't need to think about how this squared times this squared equals that. I'm not an architect, so I don't need to know. As you just said, if you go into certain fields, math might be helpful, but that's needed for every... But still, everyday life, like cooking, putting together furniture. Putting together furniture is trigonometry in action. What's happening? Why did both the characters do it? And what is this? Maybe it's not needed as in you thinking about it, but you do it subconsciously, and that's the most craziest thing about adulthood, is that you do it without realizing it. What is there something at... Oh shit, there's a sand thing. I need to turn to Sandman. Where are you? I'm so sorry. Can't sleep, I cannot dream tonight. My mouth fucking... Oh, I thought I got it. Don't waste your time. The voice inside my head. What are you doing, Iron Man? He skates. Well, no, he surfs. He doesn't skate, he surfs. But then this dude... he ice skates. Is this a race? Flying? Yes, it is. I like flying races in this one. I used to not be good flyer in LEGO games through this one. like when the game first came out 10 years ago. But it became one of my favorite aspects about the game. I always do the one race on top of the helicarrier. I've only done it twice in this playthrough, but... Ah! I did history, I did revolutions, and we studied French and Russian. Thing is, I like learning about history, but I can't remember dates for the fucking life of me on like every minor detail, you know? Like maybe the year, and maybe the month, not the exact day. Like, it takes me a while for you to learn some people's fucking birthdays, for fuck's sake.
I have another student here struggling to use their abilities. I've explained it enough times, but sometimes it's better to show than tell. I shall let you take it from here.
Whoops. Yeah, I enjoyed history. I was never really good at it though.
An exemplary demonstration. If this student doesn't make mutant honor roll, there really is no hope.
Don't know who the fuck that is. And I know other people like Vladimir Lenin and Gorbachev and K. Apple, while you're on the ground.
My spider sense again. What is it?
How many US presidents do I know? I know the past couple ones and then the famous ones. Like, for fucking hell, I don't even know all the Australian Prime Ministers, bro. Like, no, I don't not many people care enough to learn it all. But I'll tell you one thing. There was a Australian Prime Minister that did. He drowned on like a, I don't know if it was a surfing trip or he was out for a late night swim. But there was the pool center named after him. That was near the location he died. It's funny. I now enjoy reading if I really enjoy it. Like, I want to read the Bourne books because I fucking love the movies. Now I can visualize shit into movie scenes. Back then, I could not. To be fair, if I was forced to read something, I couldn't enjoy it. Up here? No. I don't know where the fuck it is. My favorite president was good old Abe Lincoln. The movie Lincoln didn't really good. You know what movie about Abraham Lincoln that I like? Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. It ends a bit too abruptly, but I fucking love the movie. Where are you? Where the fuck is... I don't think I've had trouble in this before, because I could not find it. Okay, so that means it's here. Yeah, it is. Apparently it's made by the same people who did, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Is that what it's called? Apparently it's like, it's written by the same person who made the book. What the fuck is it? Is this yeah. A movie I recently watched, I loved learning the story of personal life. I was never really intrigued by the movie because I'm not really ever was an Elvis fan. I enjoyed Bohemian Rhapsody though, even though it was not as true as it should have been. But I do want to see the Weird Al movie, because the reason why I want to see it is because it's a documentary like movie, like how Elvis and Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man are, but everything you see in the movie is falsified. Sure, there's some truth in it, but it's all like made up because that's what Weird Al is famous for, parodying shit. I really want to watch it. I wanted to watch it in theaters, but I never did.
One might question my
Daniel Radcliffe can
expertise
pull
at
them off,
teaching,
which is the weird thing.
but I just cannot get through to this student. You seem to have the X factor when it comes to these things. Can I ask you to help me out once more?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I like movies.
Thank you for
I aim
showing
to
them
watch
the
a
ropes.
movie every
I
night.
expect they'll
Past
all
couple of
now
nights
be
I
well
watched
on their way to becoming
the
fully
Jumanjis,
qualified
so the first
X-Men.
Jumanji into Zathura, into Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, into the next level, which I didn't know existed until it was after cinemas. And before that was Avatars, and before that was what? I don't remember. I'm watching Toy Story tonight. Story of the man's life was so amazing how he only lived in his 40s and he could have done amazing stuff. But his body manager ruined everything. To be fair, he ruined a lot himself by letting himself go and eating a lot. And didn't he get together with like his cousin? Or like his second cousin? Or someone young. It's one of them. So what I need to do is unlock the cool. I mean, that is technically why those movies are made. I thought I could actually fly in this, but whoops.
Watch it, buddy.
Why is it? Is this it? Okay, it is back to building. Yeah, Elvis is pretty off color. Still I don't believe he's the father of rock. No. That doesn't sound like it. You know? Doesn't feel like it either. Where are you? Where's the Baxter building?
Oh my gosh. I just saw someone.
Evander actually ruined everything because he tricked Elvis into living in that hovel. Right there, see that. That kind of reminds me of That kind of reminds me of Straight Outta Compton. I was never really into NWA or anything.
Man, I'm hungry.
This is the Baxter building. Is it not? Oh. Skadoosh. I just want to try this because I know I can do it with turn to steel. Steel. Laugh. Ow, fuck. And in the movie they had Tom Hanks play the manager. I love Tom Hanks, never hated him. Yeah, that's right, he's in the movie. I fucking hate this song.
Is it a plane? Can Scroll do it? Yes, he can. They showed up starting the movie with the manager narrating some would call me the villain of the story. It's funny. My toad senses are tingling. I'm nearly positive that bouncing on all these lily pads will lead to something incredibly cool.
Get up, please. Thank Jesus
Another
Christ.
impressive bouncing display. You are almost as good at bouncing as the Great Toad. Almost.
Gambit got on Storm bad side earlier. Things got a little, shall we say, windy. And my cars blew everywhere. One of them still missing. Maybe stuck in a tree, huh? Could you help me find his yet?
The only big Elvis controversy was that people found he stole his music from African American culture. The movie shows who he didn't steal, who was inspired by the music, which...
Oh, watch it, buddy.
I mean, that kind of makes sense because there's a lot of music that is released today. The Olivia Rodrigo song that sounded like the Paramore song, and the blues song, but about the party. You can honestly, as a musician, you can easily listen to it and be like, they can't be inspired by that. They listened to that song and just rewrote the lyrics to it, and then just re-released it. And instead of for them to create backlash, they say that they were inspired by it. That's why it sounds the same. And as a musician, that's complete bullshit. It's either you steal something and you try to hide it, or don't copy the entire fucking thing. Because I've stolen a couple riffs here and there that I fucking love and put it in my songs. What? Looking for real? Looking for again. I forget. Let me re-ask. Just thinking.
Gambit got on Storm bad side earlier. Things got a little, shall we say, windy. And my cars blew everywhere. One of them still missing. Maybe stuck in a tree, huh? Could you help me find his yet?
But with the movie, they show Elvis Grub around, the type of music he would hang out with the group, listen to the music, and he liked the style. Sure, to be fair. But if the songs sound the same, it's not the style. I mean, it's kind of different if it's like a 12-bar blues, you know, type thing. Like, people do that to just jam, improvise. Whoops.
Isn't he amazing?
Oh, shit, buddy.
Oh, it's this thing.
Check out the plastic surgery I just had done. Hi there.
Yeah!
Who'd win in a fight between Kingpin and Squirrel Girl?
Is there a nest or something?
I just saw someone who looked exactly like me. It's like they could have been my twin.
That is true. That is true. I've seen so many people, so many artists.
Hulk guy sure must
Yes.
be jealous about something. Sheesh.
Not only just use a melody, but use the entire song structure of that original song.
Those superheroes really showed
Like,
that
sure,
big
like,
purple guy what for.
there's like, sure, there's like millions upon billions of different like melodies you can create with the 12 different notes. But it's bound to have more than one person's bound to have the same idea, you know? And more or less, it's sometimes where someone listens to a song, then 10 years later, they play something and it sounds that they like that, and it turns out they find out later on it sounds like something they listened to ages ago. That happened to me. I wrote a riff and it sounded like Mastodon's Blood and Thunder. I was like, fuck, I don't even listen to that band. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Might get Junior to it. And no, I didn't know that.
Have you seen my boy? I took my eye off him for 1 second and he disappeared. He was talking earlier about going to find a vegetable that would give him some kind of superhero night vision powers or something. Kids, honestly.
Shazam. Yeah, for the longest time, I had no idea why there was a DC character named, Yeah, but what? But why do you add the word Junior? He's not Junior. I've never heard of Captain Marvel Jr. before. Yeah, but I'll never understood why there was a DC character named Captain Marvel, because young brain me was like Marvel's competitor, doesn't make sense. But then I researched into it, and the turns out before Marvel was even created, and when it was still Timely Comics, there was another comic book. I think it was Atlas Comics, maybe. And at the time, DC was Action Comics. And Captain Marvel, or Shazam, at the time, Freddie Freeman, that's his superhero name, Captain Marvel Jr. Yeah, because apparently DC didn't like Captain Marvel because he was too similar to Superman, which makes sense. So they did like the cease and desist type copyright thing. Then they stopped using the character of Captain Marvel, but then Timely changed its name to Marvel, then released their own Captain Marvel character. Then that's the time they released the Shazam comic. That's why Shazam is one of the few heroes that have two different names. Like, completely different names. Like, you could argue that Miss Marvel is Captain Marvel and Peggy Carter is Captain America. What the fuck am I doing? Paris. Man, they had to change it. But at the time, Captain Marvel was the Kree dude. And the Kree dude was the dude that he originally gave Caliban was her powers, which I'm annoyed that's not the route they did in the MCU, because it would have been amazing for the tie in the Kree, which were the beings that actually brought back Phil Coulson from the death. And that's why it was called Tahiti, if you've seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is on PS5. By the way, it's on PS5. But it is the PS4 version of it. You just got the collection. Yeah, this collection wasn't available in my country. You can buy a pre-owned copy, but it's always the American one. It's crazy. I'm so glad I found this because I didn't want to spend the DLC, the money on the deal. See.
Look, Timmy, it's that hero. Look, Timmy, it's that hero.
The entire fucking trophy list is easy. Like, you get a trophy per level. There's 15 levels in the game. Then you have the 10 Deadpool levels, which give you the red bricks. Then you have the bonus level. But the 10 Deadpool missions and the bonus level don't give you a trophy.
Oh, you found
You can get a trophy
him.
by unlocking Hal the Duck. You get a trophy by
for a kid.
turning into the Hulk 50 times. You get a trophy from slamming Loki with Hulk. You get a trophy by playing Human Torch and Captain America with each other. Yeah, it's just. But you do get you get a trophy by completing House Party Protocol, which is a Deadpool mission. I stand correct. Yeah. So, this was my very first ever platinum 10 years ago. Well, it was 2014, so I've been more close to 9 years ago.
Times like this, I wish I worked in England. They know how to wait in lines, or should I say queue, over there. I keep telling these people, single file, between the lines. I move them myself, but they don't let me do that anymore.
That's a very. This is the only Lego Marvel game I don't have. I have Lego Marvel Avengers and Lego Marvel 2. I 100%, and yes, I'm getting the plot of this game. Yes. I just need to get a free roam. Oh, what the fuck? He has super strength. Cool.
You got them to wait. Order is restored. Have this for your hopefully organized collection.
Still making the nuts. Run away. I don't need anything. Here's what I'm gonna do. This is something I did 10 years ago, right? That I still do to this very day. When you first... What the studs do, they unlock your characters and the red bricks. Which give you the multipliers, which is what I have. So the first thing you do, well, that's what I did, is that you go under here, no matter if you have the multipliers or not, you go under, am I on the right hand? Yeah. And you get these things. These mofos. Which is always fun. Well, let me choose a different fine character. Let me use then I go down to here, directly underneath to, there's a broken bridge. You fly all the way down, And huzzah! You now have a bunch of bluesies. And one Boiple, which is always good. And one of the cool things about this game, it has a combat score system. So even if you have these times multipliers, you can do a times 2 of that, times 3 of that, times 4 of that, times 5 of that, times 6 of that, times 7 of that, times 8 of that, times 9 of that, times 10 of that. So if you do the 10 times 10 with this, it's one silver, which is 10, usually can be a lot. Good easy. I think I'm done. Didn't do as much as I thought I did, but I did a Deadpool mission. I'm gonna try to plow through a lot of the game tomorrow, because I want to get into the replaying the campaign to get the mini kits. Then I can get the final trophies. Right now, I'm going through the Batman Arkham games. I finished the Asylum story, now I'm on to City story. I've only played the beginning of Arkham City. If you go into my trophy list, you can see at the very bottom of the trophy list is Batman Arkham City. I could never get past like the first detective area, because I would have been... how old?
You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong,
like,
you belong to the very heart.
Would have been... I don't know. Does it even have timestamps? No, it doesn't. That's how long ago it was. It would have been like 2008, 2009. Does Red Dead have timestamps? Oops. Nope. Battlefield probably doesn't, because this was one of the very first games we ever got. Okay, 2012. That's more recent. Black Ops timestamps are new. Yeah. I got the Return to Arkham. I really want them to do a re-release the Return to Arkham thing, but put Origins a part of it, because I want to play the Arkham games. I don't know when I'm going to. But like I wouldn't want to play the remastered version of Asylum into City, and then go back to the PS3 version to play Origins. To remastered version of Night. It just doesn't make sense. And apparently there's no plans to remaster Arkham Origins, because it wasn't by Rocksteady. But the thing is, I want to do the DC games back to back. Like, the Arkham games into Gotham Knights, into Justice League, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. I know, but not a part of that collection. I mean, just as whether it be a PlayStation collection or a Xbox collection, whatever. Just want them to do it, because with that, I'm also doing the Marvel things back to back. I'm going to be doing Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, into Avengers, into Guardians, into Deadpool, into Marvel Knights. Is it called Marvel Knights? Something Knights. It's not Gotham. What was it? What's the Marvel version of it? Dark Knights? Fuck. What is it? Fuck it. It's Marvel something Knights. What is it? I don't fucking remember. What is it called? Hollow? Midnight Suns, that's what it is. Midnight Suns. I also got Marvel Avengers Christmas. I enjoy it. The ending support soon and giving all the stuff for free in game if you're in the game, which I'm very excited for. Because like the skins in the actual game are fucking atrocious. PS Plus games out yet? Nope. I'm excited for that because the MCU skins and being able to play as Spider-Man and all that will be fucking amazing. Yeah, And the funny story about that game, right? I pre-ordered I ordered that game online the same night I bought Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, New Tales from the Borderlands, and Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy. Those from JB, but Marvel Avengers went at JB, so did I get at JB or EB? So I had to buy them separately, so I bought Avengers at EB, and this was November. It still hasn't come. I reached out to say, what's the deal? Turns out it got lost in transit during the floods or whatever. And so I was like, do you want a refund? They was like, do you want a refund or do you want another copy? I'm like, of course I want the fucking game, bro. Imagine if that happened with like God of War Ragnarok with a pre-order. That would have been fucking atrocious. I actually love Marvel Avengers. The campaigns have been so fun. I'm on Black Panther now. That's post main game, right? I wanna, because my cousin has both the PS4 and 5 version of the game. I want to see. Speaking of Midnight Suns, he's playing it. 26 days ago, you were online yesterday. That's my brother. Where our cousin? Yeah, that's right. Just going to trophies. Blah 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 blah. I bought this game years ago down there. And I have yet to touch it. I only bought it because it was an easy plat. See, look. Very rare. I also have this game I'm really excited to play. Here we are. What's not and Ryan? What does he need? Aim. Doesn't seem too hard. Because apparently it's not getting rid of online like gameplay, which is good. Like I hate when people end support for a game then immediately put servers offline. Like people still want to play your game. I'm so glad Infamous has its servers up after a decade. Speaking of Black Panther, what are the fucking has there been any news on that Captain America and Black Panther game? I just remembered that because I knew they were doing the Avatar game and I knew they were doing this game. Because I was always going to get Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine. The guy who voices Black Panther is the same person who voices, as in like Christopher Judge, like current Kratos, OG Kratos. Christopher Judge is Black Panther. I mean, who knows? Black Panther, Captain America game. Okay, it's untitled. It's by Skydance. Four things we need to know. Okay. The World War II was picked. Too long, bro. It's structured like a TV series. Okay, that sounds cool. Because Last of Us is basically that. What else has Skydance Media? Wait, what? The developer is the dude. Is a movie developer. Skydance did Top Gun, Jack Reacher, Terminator Genesis, Terminator Dark Fate, The Mission Impossibles, Tomorrow War, The Atom Project, World War Z, Transformers Rise of the Beast. Why are there video games? Movies. Huh. I had no idea. Skydance Media video games. So they only have one other video game. It's called Archangel. Huh. So a movie company creating a game. It's not the worst thing I've seen, because you can easily transfer movie themes into video games. You can't really transfer game themes into movies. Like, that's why the Uncharted movie kind of failed, because I mean, they could have done exactly what Uncharted 4 did, but they didn't. They tried to put the first two games into one movie and failed horribly. I still enjoyed the movie. I'm so excited. There's so many fucking games and I want. But then again, there's still so many games I need to catch up on. I'm happy they made all Avengers DLC. Kind of weird. I'm guessing that kind of... No. That... The DLC is becoming free March 31st. Preceding the server download. Was that May? Because they announced that when they announced they were doing the... I think its downfall thing was that they made an online game. An online-based game. With a campaign. And the characters didn't feel like the characters. What? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. The characters, making that free. How would that lead to its downfall, though? How would making the added-on content for later, but they don't want to release it a base game, but making it free, that's a good thing, right? If it's a very good game. Like, imagine a AAA title releasing a DLC that you don't need to pay for. It's a cool thing. Alright? I don't know. I'm more of a movie man than a fucking... I was about to say guitar man. A video game man. Because making all the DLC free robs them of money. Oh, that makes sense, I guess. No, I don't know if it was that they didn't get revenue. I think it was because it was received poorly and it didn't get a lot of people, like, it didn't get a lot of people didn't buy it because the trailer looked bad. And the designs of like Captain America were ugly. Even the design of Bruce Banner in that purple shirt was ugly. The design for Thor was alright, I guess. The only thing I'm annoyed about that game is that it's an 100-hour plot, and I don't know if I have time for that because I've played one 100-hour plot game last year, and that was Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, and that took me from when it came out in April to I think July. Just the character designs just look weird. But then when Guardians of the Galaxy came out, that was received really well, which I'm excited for, and I'm glad I bought it. I don't even fucking play the riff already. Here. To me, the guys looked the weirdest. The design of Gamora, Drax, and Rocket was strange. I mean, to be fair, yeah, because not people who only heard of Guardians through the MCU don't know that Gamora doesn't have yellow eyes, yellow eyelids, I should say. So I can understand why that look would make people feel weird. I don't. Was Drax the green one, or am I thinking of the Telltale game that I only have seen the first episode of? I play this song long. Ow, fuck. I read comics. I know comics. Gamora, the way Gamora looks in the Guardians game was there in design that looked nothing like Gamora. I know. Fair enough. Because the first time I saw any of the Guardians with 3 Lego Marvel 10 years ago. Family and the mucky muck, out of made of clouds. Oh yeah, fun fact, the Supernova has been announced for this year, which is basically, yeah, it's a Comic-Con type thing, and it's bigger than Australian Comic-Con, which is a bit weird. And guess who's fucking coming? Your boy Stephen Amell is fucking coming to Australian Supernova. I've never been. I'm considering going to it this year. Should be fucking crazy. I'm legit tempted to bring my Arrow box set if I were, and even my fucking random Arrow cosplay suit. It's crazy. I think Phil Lamar's also coming. It's crazy. Because he famously voiced Martian Manhunter in Justice League Unlimited. He also, I think he also voiced Aqualad, maybe, and he played Martian Manhunter's evil brother in Supergirl, I think. I don't know what the fuck I'm playing. No, it's actually... ...2025 we're getting the Batman Part 2, bro. And apparently it's not gonna only be 3 movies. Apparently they're gonna do... It's a part of a movie series. I don't know if it's all gonna be Batman. I don't know if it's gonna branch off to like a Batman and Robin type situation, or even into like a Catwoman movie, or... Oh, I'm just excited. Because DC has been doing a lot of good movies lately. Like, I think every movie since 2018 has been a banger DC movie in DCU. Shazam, Aquaman, 2019 we got fuck, Joker. Yeah, that's right. Snyder Cut came out. That was fucking sick. Just the Suicide Squad. That was fucking sick. Now and the Batman was fucking sick. And apparently, through what James Gunn has said, is that The Flash is an amazing movie, and let's hope it is. Because if it isn't, it'll be very, very disappointing. Damn. 22 days ago. down, get 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 down, bum, 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 bum. I'm bailing them out, get down, I'm bailing them out. I am so smart. SMRT. Doogie. Who the fuck is that? A random person I don't know who exists. What the fuck is this? So it's the name of that random person that came in the final year. Bro, the design of this still annoys me to this day. It's the word 20, then 20. other ones had like, because the other one was the first one that had the 2 in it, right? Like, because the 2018 ones had like a massive 18, then a 20 on the side, which looked cool, but a lot of people just wanted like a mirrored 2020 type thing. And the way this design sucks. And we got this in like the end of term 1 as well, which is annoying. And I remember I just submit my name when I was in Chicago. Like, submit my name. And that's why it's Lucius. And I still can't believe I got Lucius, bro. I went to a fucking Christian school. Lucius is dubbed as son of the devil, bro. And if you shorten this, get rid of the Lucy, that's my nickname. For a few select people. Bullshit. 3 rings. Wow, freak this top is fucking become. Alright, I'm gonna hop off now. I've been trying to think of just people to invite to my birthday. And it's just, at the end of the day, it's just gonna be family. I think I invited less people than I did for my 18th, because I invited virtually every single person that I had contact with. Still shit. Any fucking time, any fucking day. I'll learn to swim and see you down in Arizona. Bye.